So talk quite a lot about authority. Not sure I can spell it correctly, but anyway, if someone wants to correct my spelling, feel welcome if it's wrong. So keep talking about authority, and the way I visualize authority is to think about canal lock gates. Where I was born, I was very close to a set of lock gates and played on them for many, many hours when I was a child. Sort of never really thought much about it until I started looking at valve authority. And if you ever played on a set of lock gates, or if you ever used a boat on the canal, what you'll know is that as you close the lock gates up, the gates close in on the line of flow, and as you close them, the flow of water is obviously very low velocity through the channel. So there's very little influence of the lock gates over the flow through as you close them up and close them up. It's not until they get within a certain point that they start to have any effect on the flow through the lock gate. And just at the end here, they kind of pick up the pressure of the flow and they slam shut. And this reminds me of the process of authority. So any point the gates are open to a point where they make no difference to the flow, this is where the authority ends, and the rest of the travel does absolutely nothing. So let's say this is a third open at the point at which it has no effect. The rest of the travel on those gates has no effect on the flow of water through that pound. So this would be, in my mind, would be fairly poor authority. If the gates were always in this position where they were just about to take some control, and then between there and closed they would control the flow of water through the pound, this would be good authority. And it's a bit like a radiator valve when you close a radiator valve. So anywhere between closed and about a quarter turn, you've got influence over the flow through the radiator valve. Anything over a quarter of a turn, it makes no difference. You can wind it open, no more water is going to flow through it because the delta P generated across the valve is going to be so limited that it has no influence on flow. But anyway, that's my way of picturing it. And I don't know if it's a good way of doing it or not, but I hope that helps.